during the show, I would look at the guys like, you guys want to stand for a while or whatever? And Jimmy and Ann would say, sure. And then we'd raise the table. Not many people knew that the table could do that. We would raise the table without him knowing it. And he would be looking around like, is anyone else seeing this? And we would be like, what are you talking about, Bobby? He thought he was losing his mind. What's up, Bob? Some of my favorite episodes are the ones with Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee is absolutely incredibly talented. He credits the show for his current success in developing in podcasts. What was it like to work with him? Absolutely amazing. Bobby Lee was the real deal. I half the time, I don't know if he was putting on an act or not. I mean, he seemed to have a lot of anxiety issues. My favorite Bobby Lee bit, we had a studio on 57th Street, and they built this multi-million-dollar facility for just me and Anthony. That's how well we were doing back in the day. And the console, so it was the big table with the microphone sticking out of it. You know, you've seen that shot a million times from podcasts, whatever. So they built our table in such a way, because a lot of radio guys, we like to stand up during a radio show as well. And then you like to sit down, especially if you're doing talk radio. You want to sit down for a little bit, but then you're like, you know what, I want to stand up for a little bit. So XM, they were absolutely awesome. They built this console, this table that rose. So during the show, I would look at the guys like, you guys want to stand for a while or whatever? And Jimmy and Ann would say, sure. And then we'd raise the table so we could stand. So everything, our mics and everything would be naturally where they need to be if we're standing for a broadcast. And then like, all right, let's sit back down, and we would lower the table. Not many people knew that the table could do that. So when Bobby Lee used to do our radio show, we would raise the table without him knowing it. And he would be looking around like, is anyone else seeing this? And we would be like, what are you talking about, Bobby? Acting like we have no idea what he's talking about, that the table's not lowering or raising. And he thought he was losing his mind. And I don't think we ever told him. I don't think we ever told him that there was just a button that could raise and lower the table as we were doing our radio show. But Bobby's awesome. He deserves all the success he has. He seems like a decent person too. So I think he is a guy that has empathy. I like people that show some form of empathy.